What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing this title's going down. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Challenge post by President Trump. Before we get into anything else, and everything else, so it all makes sense. Says if communist candidate Zohran Mamdani wins the election for the mayor of New York City, it is highly unlikely that I will be contributing federal funds other than the very minimum as required to my beloved first home because of the fact that as a communist, this once great city has zero chance of success or even survival. It can only get worse with the communists at the helm. And I do not want to send, as president, good money after bad. It is my obligation to run the nation, and it is my strong conviction that New York City will be a complete and total economic and social disaster should Mamdani win. His principles have been tested for over 1,000 years, and never once have they been successful. I would rather much see a Democrat who has a record, who's had a record of success win than a communist with no experience and a record of complete and total failure, which is all true if y'all see plenty of videos. I don't know if y'all seen, what his mother created when it come, I think it was like Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, his rap, everything, So I, get what he's saying right there. He was nothing as an assemblyman, ranked at the bottom of the class, and as mayor of potentially, again, the greatest city in the world. He has no chance to bring back to his former glory. We must also remember this. A vote for Curtis, who looks much better without the beret, is a vote for Mamdani. Whether you personally like Andrew Cuomo or not, you will really have no choice. You must vote for him, and I hope he does a fantastic job. He is capable of it. Mamdani is not. So we all know Mamdani end up, so-called winning. But there's more to it, of course. Says here Zohran Mamdani's message to Donald Trump after his historic New York City memorial win. Mayor, I said memorial. I apologize. New York will remain, this is what, Mamdani said, and, his message to President Trump. New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as tonight led by immigrants. So hear me, President Trump, when I say this, to get to any of us, you'll have to get through all of us. And I showed y'all a video too as well of how bad it is, in New York City. I'm telling y'all, it's pretty bad. And I absolutely, I find it highly, highly, highly disgusting. About this Mamdani, it's always more and more things coming out. This Zohran Mamdani says has to be one of the, can't say the words, but y'all following me a little bit here. More of not the smartest in the book, I should say, when it comes to, it says threatening to arrest 2 foreign leaders. So Mamdani is doing this so that they ever step foot in New York City, then they will be arrested. Literally a post. This is more posts. You'll see more and more posts. I'm surprised y'all haven't yet. If y'all haven't seen this, there have been a lot of posts of Mamdani's, and what I don't like about this, they've done this plenty of times. They do it with Michelle Obama as well. But says everyone is, and this is a post by somebody literally saying that Zohran Mamdani's wife is basically better, than Melania Trump. It says, thank you for attention to this matter. So literally having people compare, it's one of those things. I can't even say really like so much apples to oranges because I feel like it's not even that. They're literally comparing Mamdani's. First of all, I literally just read your whole post about how Mamdani isn't that at all, and that a lot of the things that he has done, and I don't want to, mean to put anybody down. It's more so factual, hasn't been successful, And my thing is that this is my first time seeing Mamdani's wife. This no whatsoever is a comparison to Melania Trump. Me personally. I don't ever, I don't like when people do this. First off, because everybody is different. Everybody is definitely different. But one thing about it is that can't compare that. You have Mamdani again that I can't even say made a name for herself yet. Ain't even really made a name for herself. Ain't really did nothing. You already have people comparing his wife to Melania Trump. Insane, I tell y'all. Definitely insane. So you have this Mamdani here, and it gets worse as I go through everything. Y'all know he had a commercial. He had a commercial that he put out. Basically, he told everybody before that they can stop sending money. He basically wants more and more people to send him more money, and to resume. Not only did he did it once, he's done it more than a few times of asking and begging for more money. Check it out.
Thank you for the question. It's transition2025.com. And, there were a few months ago where I told supporters across this city to stop donating. And today I am asking them to start once again. And I am asking them to do so because of the fact that a transition that can meet the moment of preparing for January 1st is one that will require staff, it will require research, it will require infrastructure. And those are things that we will have to provide. And I'm excited for the fact that it will be funded by the very people who brought us to this point, the working people who have been left behind by the politics of the city. Well, thank you for the question.
A shame. I'll tell y'all that. A shame. And one thing about it is that he wasted no time with just hopping on the wave of, oh, okay, yeah, we about to ask for more money. That's what we got to do. We got to ask for money. It's one of those things, like, he literally took his whole campaign. And this is what I don't get out of a lot of people. This man that took this whole campaign, y'all. Took this whole campaign. And it was all so much of, I'm going to give y'all everything for free. Free. Making it sound good. Y'all don't worry about a thing right now. Don't send me nothing. But then as soon as I get in the office, I'm about to ask y'all for more money. It's a shame. I'm telling y'all, it's definitely a shame. And the crazy thing about it is that people, I don't want to call people and call them out their name and say anything, bad about a lot of people that has voted for Mamdani or support Mamdani. But when I tell y'all that y'all come on, man, it's one of those things. Like, people need to start having a lot more common sense, because it's one of those things. Like, you can literally see straight through him. You can literally see everything that he's about just by the way that he carries himself. I don't know if y'all haven't seen, y'all just go back and look for a second. I know a lot of y'all have. If y'all look and actually see how Mamdani was during this campaign, where he started, he was literally had a microphone on the street, asking people, this, that, and the other, talking to different individuals. And, he seemed a little bit more different. As soon as he came, he got elected, everything changed. His tone, the way he looked, the way he talked to different people. I'm telling y'all. People need to pay attention.
So get this. Zohran Mamdani, self-described socialist and New York Democratic mayoral nominee, just threw a 3-day, extremely lavish wedding celebration in Uganda, not at a town hall, not in a community center, at his family's posh compound in Buziga Hill, which overlooks Lake Victoria.
And I'm going to stop. This literally 26 minutes in, and he already doing it in everybody's face. Y'all done supported him. Y'all done voted for him. Y'all done did all this. Bro had a 3-day wedding and did it in Uganda. That should tell y'all. I feel like that should tell everyone everything right there. You got a foreign, literally. Let's put it light. Then got elected mayor in New York City. I always wanted to go to New York City, I always tell y'all that. New York City. He didn't have it in New York City. He didn't have it in America. He had it in Uganda, y'all. 3 days.
As gated security,
it's crazy.
phone jamming tech, and more armed officers than Jonathan Yardley-styled exclusivity. Luxury buses, Mercedes, Range Rovers, festive lighting, DJs. Like, basically, who needs the Met Gala when you have Lake Victoria?
Yep.
Let us not forget, this is the same guy campaigning on rent freezes, fare-free buses, city-owned groceries, the basis of socialist living. Now, a socialist candidate isn't required to go full commune. But flying halfway around the world to party at a compound worth several million while promising to tax the rich and defend the working class, that's next level optics. And of course, he's defending it as a personal family celebration. Because he was born in Kampala, owns land there, is a dual Ugandan citizen, and says he's returning here by month's end. But some say his timing was totally tone deaf because many were mourning the death of a local Supreme Court leader nearby. And they say that it was culturally out of sync and insensitive. Well, that's not news. So here's the thing, a socially trying to fix inequality in New York City, but simultaneously indulging in elite spectacle abroad. The tension is real.
I mean, it's really it's nothing more to say than, I mean, he's a character. He's a fake character. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, it just looking at this comment below, say he's fake. His parents are worth millions. He's another. It's okay that I'm a millionaire and everybody else has to do with whatever I say you can have. Says here he's communist. Good luck. You know, New York, he gets in all the big monies, moves out of New York, and all the free stuff he's talking about won't be able to be paid for. So keep that in mind. And I feel like so many people aren't getting that. So many people aren't getting that whatsoever. And I feel like I don't know what it is. I don't know if people just is, you know, not just in denial about it. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of this stuff is real. I feel like it's common sense. I don't know, but I truly feel like it's common sense. Zohran Mamdani once said, and this is right here, I don't think we should have billionaires. I mean, y'all see what this is. I mean, come on. I truly don't get it whatsoever, y'all. I truly don't get it. One thing about it, and the reason why I put this video in here, 30-second video. A lot of the things that he says, you can click on the video, and I feel like it's just, and I'm gonna put it this way. You know, you have a judge. I don't know if y'all watch, if y'all ever watch, you know, the Food Networks or anything like that, and you have a judge. Usually, if you watch these judges literally take one good bite, right? Take one good bite, no matter what you're watching. I don't want to give, any special shout outs, different shows. Y'all know what I mean. You do it anywhere. You do it at a barbecue contest, any type of contest. You do one bite. It's more so like Zohran Mamdani. It can be one thing that he says and it'll tell you everything. Truly. It'll tell you everything. I mean, you literally got him saying stuff like this.
We came here to remake this state in the image of our people.
He said, we need to remake this state in the image of our people. This should tell you so much. I don't know if just individuals had gone soft or like what it is, but I truly do not get how people are not paying attention. I truly don't get it. Check it out, y'all.
So let's just get this thing started right away, all right? So the country of Uganda, every single year, always places in the top 10, 20 worst countries on planet Earth for their lack of civil rights. They have no freedom of speech. They've got no freedom of expression. They have no protections for their LGBTQ communities. The World Economic Forum and every other international association doesn't even send Uganda money anymore because every time they do, it magically disappears into the shadow of corruption, all right? Simultaneously, we've got someone running for mayor of New York City who is from Uganda, but instead of coming here and expressing a shred of gratitude or recognizing that America is his last safe harbor, protecting him from what would have been a life of oppression and discrimination in his home country, does nothing but criticize America. He criticizes our society, our institutions, our culture. He stands antithetical to pretty much everything America stands for. And why is this a critical nuance vis-a-vis the rest of the waves of immigration that have come to America? I'll tell you why. Because between the years 1890 and 1954, when something like 20 million European immigrants came to America, they came here because they loved this country. They believed in the American dream. They instilled the American spirit in their children and their grandchildren. They were ready to fight in World War I. They laid down life and limb in World War II. They recognized expressly that America was a light on this globe, saving them from the political unrest, turmoil, and famine of their home countries, okay? So here's a radical concept. How about we stop letting folks in this country that actually hate America, and two, Why don't we never ever dream about letting one of them run for mayor of Western civilization's greatest city?
You can tell he's mad. I can tell you that right now. One thing about it is that I feel what he's saying. Looking back, now that he's saying that, looking back and just seeing how grateful individuals were, you know, I've had people that I know that went through the steps of being a citizen, went through the steps of, you know, actually doing what they can, you know, the right way. I feel like there are so many individuals that has obviously didn't do that and didn't take those steps, and so many people that follow suit. You know, and then as they did that, they gave no whatsoever, and this is obviously it's not right. They gave no type of appreciation whatsoever when it came to them actually being appreciative of where they are. They obviously left somewhere because of how bad it was and came, you know, to the greatest country in the world. You know, so I truly don't understand that. I truly don't, and it's sad that people aren't, you know. I'm a lot of times I'm just lost for words. I'm lost for words because people just they're ignorant, very ignorant, and I truly don't get it. Says the Trump administration raises possibility of stripping Mamdani of U.S. citizenship. Literally have it here. It says Zohran Mamdani faces criminal referrals to DOJ. Over alleged illegal campaign donations from foreigners. Not only that, you have, you know, Andy Ogles here that says, let's deport them now before they're naturalized. It says, and it's a reason on why. And one thing about it, you know, you have a lot of people that obviously are talking crazy when it comes to, you know, individuals, you know, that's obviously illegal aliens. But one thing about it is that, and I've said this multiple times, and y'all know how I feel about, you know, different individuals when they come to kids, women, elders, and stuff like that. You know, I truly care, you know, for a lot of people, you know, and I don't want to be that guy. But at the same time, there are a lot of people that are here that obviously aren't taking those steps to be a U.S. citizen. Not only that, they're not appreciative of being somewhere, you know, in a sense, better than where they were. You literally have people that are here that are waving their flags, doing whatever and damaging the United States flag, waving their flags and saying, you know, different things, disrespectful towards President Trump, the Trump administration, people that support President Trump, or, you know, just Americans in general. And I truly can't stand that. Check it out.
We have to start mass deportations, and when you look at Homan, when you look at the prioritization of having 3,000 deportations a day, that's the number that President Trump has put out there. They're trying to hit that target. They're working very hard, quite frankly, to hit that target. And so folks that are here to subvert this nation need to be on this list. They need to be deported. They need to no longer be in this country. And you can call me Islamophobe or whatever, but I'm going to stand up for my country, the red, white, and blue, against anyone who's trying to tear down our great nation.
And that's just, I mean, I can't disagree with that. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'll make people mad, if people will feel some type of way, but I truly support it. You know, I truly cannot stand, you know, the individuals come, and I just don't understand it. You know, you obviously, it'd be one thing, you know, you waving at American flag, I belong here, this, that, and the other. Okay, that's a different talk. But when you're literally, that's a different talk. I know that's like, what do you mean? That's a different talk. But I could definitely, I just don't understand how you wave the flag and say where you from and my country this, my country that, and America needs this and they need that, they need to work on it. Okay, then why come here? You can did that over there, wherever you was at. All that energy could have did it where you was at. I truly don't get it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for the next video. Definitely banger dropping tonight. Catch y'all next one.